There should not be anything in life that we desire or pursue more than the true authority to be in control of the affairs of our humanity, in control of our nations, in control of all that we do. That man, the River State Governor, Governor Fubara, if we look at it from one point, we see he's fighting a just cause. He wants to be in full control of his office. And from the other standpoint, one should also ask, is it actually a surprise to Governor Fubara that an ungodly demand is being placed? I don't suppose the condition was brought before your face after you assumed office. And this is one question that I feel the media has left out. I'm not in any way trying to talk down on the media, but I feel that beyond asking questions, and that we should go on to ask the right questions. If we are still asking questions, why the money recovered from fraud cannot be put to good use, or what use it has been put into, we're asking the wrong questions. If we are still asking why Nigerian government keeps borrowing money and borrowing, we may not get an answer. If we keep announcing how money has been misappropriated and misused. But let's talk about the fear that underlies these acts of our leaders. And when I mean leaders, majority of our leaders, I suppose there are some that are still reserved. They have not soiled their hands. But it has become a norm. Corruption has become a norm. And until we ask the right questions, we cannot get the right answers. The spirit of the author of our lives cannot put in the minds of men the answers that will bring solution. The truth remains that the solution to our problem is in words. For in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. The God we're talking of is the God who was in the beginning of the world. And we all know there cannot be two gods. There is only one God. As there cannot be two you, there is only one you. No man ever claims dual biological roots. It's always one father, one mother. The same way we couldn't in our right sense think that there are diverse gods that made humanity. It's not good we hold fast to our ethical rules down to the truth. Many of us in the administration of our professions ensure they are loyal to a policy that allows truth to be trampled under feet. Many are afraid to acknowledge the person of the truth. They prefer to refer to him as nature, at best nature. Nature, the things that nature has made available to the nations. And that's not correct. As long as you stand in the middle, there can be no solution. Then you're wasting your time. For as a media, you matter more to God than anything else. He has bestowed trust in that office, believing that you will carry out your duty, not in the isolation of his eternal laws, not at all. For that office is not meant for a display of knowledge, of vocabulary. It's not a place where you display how much you can interrogate the citizens and their inability to give you profound answers. No, it's an office that is expected to mediate between the people and their governments. You stand there in the place of the mediator himself, who is Christ Jesus. He has raised that office and put you there that you would do what he would have done if he were the one handling the affairs of the nation. And for you to be afraid to acknowledge the person of the truth, to ask Governor Fubara if he actually swore an allegiance in the secret to his supposed godfather that gave Governor Wike, ex-governor, the ex-governor, the right to lay claims to his budget is not right. As it looks, we are questioning what a drowning man does to keep safe than what actually pushed him into the waters. In the bid to be saved, a drowning man could do anything. And this is the fear behind most of our leaders. Many of them are forced to swear allegiance because they feel they have something they have to offer to the people. But in the end, they all end up speaking the same language because of the authority that gave them the seat of leadership. There is a true authority, and for everything that is true, as we all know, there is a perversion to it. That has been the order. And so there is a good authority, a true authority, and there is an evil authority. And to this, most of our leaders have solicited for power, for riches. And we cannot pretend that this is not so. It is not fair to our God and to our humanity that individually we prefer to acknowledge this reality, but in the public we speak another language. And so I ask Governor Fubara, was there any time before you're being sworn into your office that you swore allegiance to a deity, to a God that is not a true God, to have you put in the office? And if you did, you were wrong. You were wrong. There is only one authority and government that enthrones and debases men. It is the true God. And did you, in taking your oath of office, swear also to the living God after you have sworn that allegiance? This is a story of virtually every leader. And when they get to the office, they cannot do that which they had planned to do. The good they plan to do, they end up not doing. And the evil they never plan to do, that we see them doing. And at this point, I want to announce that every treaty, that every evil covenant to which any leader must have been forced into in order to access the office is nullified. And the verdict, according to the author, he says, because you are not living, you will not live. It's not my own saying. And so from now henceforth, if you are a governor, if you're a president, and if you are a local government chairman, or any category of leadership, and you have sworn allegiance to gods that are not gods, I want you to know that you have forfeited the life that is given to you. It's painful, it has to be so. If you can, in all honesty, denounce that which you have looked up to for power to rule over the people, and admit that you are wrong, from this moment that treaty to which you have sworn is of no effect. Shalom.